Want to learn more about the dynamics between men and women? Then check out the multi-part video series I have explaining the masculine and feminine energies. Access the link and watch it now. What's up? So in this video, we're going to be speaking about 3 signs that you are in your wounded masculine energy. Masculine energy is a very strong energy. It's a very powerful energy. It's an energy which is hated on in this society, but this only gives reason for you not to know how to properly express it, because even as men, we've always experienced traumas ourselves, right? We've grown up without fathers to teach us how to be in our empowered masculine, how to be the man that projects masculine energy, how to know the principles of manhood, which leads me on to the recommendation, right? I have a book called The Principles of Manhood. The link is in my bio. If you want to check it out, I recommend that, right? But anyway, let's get into this, right? So the first sign that you are in your wounded masculine energy is that you are overly aggressive. It kind of is a similar reason to what I said in the video that went for the 3 signs that you're in your wounded feminine energy. But really it comes down to the fact that deep down you are fearful. You do not want to be hurt. The masculine energy is a combative energy because it's direct. It is an energy that makes men good at protecting, but you see, that would be a healthy expression of it. The wounded expression is because the wounded expression of it is taking that capacity for aggression and using it for means that are not healthy or productive to yourself or those around you. So you don't want to be overly aggressive because it doesn't make sense. But let's say you're a guy that's been through stuff. You've been abused. I know Mike Tyson and Kevin Gates. I posted a video on my TikTok where they was kind of discussing how they used to be tough macho guys, but really it stemmed down to them being indecently touched by people who they trusted, right? And then what happened was, because they never wanted those things to happen to them again, they got super tough. They got super macho. A lot of these tough, super macho guys, they've been through stuff and they don't want it to happen to them again. So they're like, look, touch me, I dare you. And they're willing to go on the front foot to make sure that they never experience it. It's kind of like with a lot of bullies, when they say that a lot of bullies have been bullied themselves. So they start bullying because that's their way of protecting themselves and keeping the experience from happening on the flip side to them. You don't want to be overly aggressive. You want to be able to be capable of aggression, but you're stable, you're calm, you're just confident. Just like in the movies where, in the Kung Fu movies, the main character is always calm, calm. And then if anyone messes with them, he's like, look, calm down. You don't want to do this. And then what happens? They continue and they find out that they should have stopped. But he's done this from a calm and logical place. That's what you want to get to. So the second sign that you are in your wounded masculine is that you are over controlling. Again, this also stems down to a bit of fear and insecurity in yourself, because why do you need to have such control over certain situations in order to be okay? You should be able to let go of this situation, let go of control. Of course, a man is supposed to be in control, but register the words we're using: over control. You should be okay with giving freedom. You should be okay not having to be totally in control of every little thing, even where it goes against someone's will, in order to make yourself feel safe, because you're so confident in who you are. You're so confident and stable in what you know, in terms of your own power. Like, I know that I don't have to control everything in life, and I don't have to control everything in terms of everyone around me to the extent where they aren't comfortable with it. Why? Because I know I'm good either way. I believe in myself. I believe in my self-esteem. I believe in my own belief. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't have to live in this fear of, I have to control this, I have to control this, I have to control my woman so much. Because what if she does this? What if she does this? Yes, I set boundaries. Let's not get things confused. A man is supposed to be in control, but you don't want to be overly controlling, and you do not want to be serving your ego when it comes to control. A lot of men don't allow people to consent to their leadership when they're with them. They want to satisfy their ego. They say, well, I'm the man. You're supposed to allow me to be in control, rather than inspiring their willingness to want to surrender control. That's why a lot of people in the feminine energy community, they prefer the word surrender control rather than submit, because they've experienced times where they was forced to submit. But surrender has this aspect of, well, there was consent to it. And that is really what you want to get to. Now, the third thing, right? I wanted to give something that was a little bit different, but the third sign that you're in your wounded masculine energy is that you are a guy that lives in chaos and you do not live to some sort of routine or plan. Now, okay, this can manifest in so many ways, right? But generally, the masculine energy is structure. So you're going to be a man that operates with a plan. If you operate with no plan in life, on a micro scale and on a macro scale, so in terms of knowing where you're going in life and also on a daily basis, you are not operating according to the principles of empowered masculinity. Why are you not operating with direction? That's exactly what a masculine energy man, the masculine leader, is supposed to do. Now, this messy, chaotic energy can also be seen in how you conduct yourself and how you keep things in your life. So, for example, if your relationships are reflecting a messy, chaotic nature, right, that lacks direction, lacks structure, this is coming from the same energy. If I go into your room and your room is always messy, your house is always messy, I can literally look on your bedside table and it's just a bunch of things there and it's looking incredibly full, and that is a reflection of what your mind is like. Your mind is just as messy as that thing. In fact, that's a good reason. That's a good way that a woman can read a man. If you're a woman watching this, I would say one way you can actually read a man's energy is how neat and structured he is in his room, in his car, in his life. Does he stick to the things that he says? Does he set a routine? Does he live for it? Yes, flow is good, but yeah, as the masculine, you want to be the representation of structure, which is manifested by living to a plan and a routine and an ability to stick to that plan with discipline. So those are 3 signs that you are not in your empowered masculine. These are signs that you are in your wounded masculine. And if you want to work through it, then feel free to book a one-on-one with me and we can go through this stuff and take you to the next level. But until then, right, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.